Keep it a band, bro. Keep it a bean. Have you ever been talking to a dude,
Okay.
and while in the midst of talking to that dude, you span the block,
On somebody else?
like on an X,
On it, yeah.
brothers? All right, hello. How y'all doing, man? This is another episode of the Ninth Floor Podcast. It's Jay chilling, and today I got my lovely friend Brooke in the building. Y'all say hello to Brooke. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, man, and come to the Ninth Floor so y'all can learn game the right way. And today, Brooke, what we're going to be talking about is spinning the block, going back to an ex, linking up with an ex. My first question is, have you done so in the past? And if you have done so, I want you to give me like your main reason why you tend to go back to an ex. Why you do it?
I have like zero willpower.
Go deeper into that. What you mean you guys do with real willpower?
It's mostly like if I know it was good, then it's like
So
the
like if
easiest
you was putting
option.
it down, it's like there's no, you might as well. So
Yeah.
So then the question is, if you know it's that good that you're willing to go back to it, what are normally the reasons why you leave in the first place?
Well, that could be any number of reasons.
What's the main reason? What's like the thing that you tend to see most of the time?
It's more like it's just like, oh, that situation is done, over. Like we stopped talking or yeah.
Do you regret it when you do it though?
Most of the time. Well, like during.
Like
no.
does it hit the same? Like when you leave somebody and come back, does it hit? Is it even more powerful? Or is it kind of like, why did I come back here type of thing?
Depends on the person and like how the situation ended in the first place, and then like if it was good again, great. And it's like, okay, well, at least it was good.
I don't think I've definitely been hit up like by a few girls in my past to like spin the block, but I don't know. There's something like I'm like a very prideful dude. I feel like if you leave, you shouldn't be allowed back in the castle. But I know like there's some dudes out there where it's kind of like I feel like when people break up, right, you're basically saying there's nothing that you find attractive about me anymore, which is why you left. So when I hear girls like they tend to go back to their dude, I'm thinking, well, there's no point in leaving. You know, like you could have obviously fixed what y'all could have still been together and just fixed what was causing the issue. So I think I don't know. I personally find it like just strange. Like if you like somebody enough to go back to them, is there really a reason why you should leave? If you could put up with whatever you did, like most dudes, like they cheat or they lie or whatever. If you're willing to go back to that cheating, lying dude for some D, then why like leave?
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like the biggest thing is like either he wasn't willing to change, and like so she left or I left, whatever, and was like done with the situation, and then it was like, okay, well, now I know what this is. Like that's my biggest thing. Like I know what this is. This is just a hookup. Like I realize what I'm doing. I'm coming back, and like that's on me now. It's not on you to fix what you were doing or try to get back together. It's just sex.
Do you think in general women want their men to change, or do you think what made the dude attractive in the first place is what they actually like? They want that to be consistent. They don't want their dude to change for real.
I feel like I don't know. It depends on the guy and like what situation or like what they're thinking should change. Like if it's something like I don't even know. Like if they find them attractive, then probably they don't want them to change like whatever they found attractive about them. Like they don't want to change that, but maybe it's just like they're not together anymore because he's got one value that he's not willing to give up, and she's like, okay, well that's not how I work. Like the easiest one is like kids. Like he doesn't ever want kids, and like I'm like,
you want kids,
okay, well, bye. Like I'm not trying to fight with somebody on that. So
that's true.
If it's something that you think.
Another thing I hear all the time is that a lot of girls tend to spin the block because they don't want to raise their body count. And I find that reasoning like very, very funny, but because you are a woman, I want you to go a little bit more depth into that. They say they don't want to raise their body count, so that's why they tend to go back to the exes. Could you give me like, could you go like into depth about what that means?
So like, I've definitely thought that like,
Mm.
um, we we've said like reuse, reduce, and recycle.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
So like, we say that, I guess, not all women, but like the biggest thing, it's not necessarily like the body count that like we're stuck on, but I don't like if I know it's gonna be good with somebody that I've been with.
Oh, you don't want to
Then
take the chance on it being
yeah,
bad with like somebody new that you
exactly.
might
And
like.
now I have to like, even if I was, if even if it, I am just looking for friends with benefits. Okay, say guy A that is the new friends with benefits that I'm trying out or whatever, and it's terrible. But now I have to deal with him because he wants to hook up again, and ugh, no.
I don't know. I feel like it kind of puts the girl like in an even worse spot after the breakup. Like if you
Oh yeah,
if you leave a dude and then you go back, be like, you know what? I'll just take the friends with benefits. Now you even worse. You went from being his ex girlfriend to now you're just one of the
now you're
harem.
just hooking up.
Like
Yeah,
now,
100%.
like and like
It doesn't look good.
at least if you just leave and you're gone, he can still have it in his head like, you know, it was an ex, it didn't work out. If you come back like, yo, I'm just willing to join the team, just keep me
Yeah.
on the team. He's gonna be now in his head. He's like, I really loved you. I really cared about you. Now you're just part of the team. That is, I can't look at you the same. Like that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
personally, every time a girl's asked me like spin the block, or like a girl's asked me like if we were ever to break up, like would you spin the block? I'm like no, it's because like I like to keep the girls that like I take seriously in a certain light. And if I go from looking at you one way to like just part of the team is like it's a bad look on me. Like I treated you a certain way, and now I'm treating like you like one of the boppers. What does that say about me?
Yeah.
You know, and
Oh, we feel that.
yeah, like
Like
and
it's yeah, we feel like that's definitely like the post whatever, when you realize you're like, dang, I definitely didn't need it that bad. But
do
now
you
it's done, so
why do you think most of the time it's the girl breaking up with the dude and coming back, rather it's the dude breaking up with the girl and trying to come back?
I feel like the girl breaking up with the dude, I feel like either she's been like planning on breaking up with him, or like it's been bad for like 6 months, because that's usually how it goes. Like women
Right.
detach mentally and then they finally like leave, and then they come back because it's like a lot of it is like I miss the attention, even though it wasn't a good relationship. It was still like I miss talking to you, I miss like seeing you so many days a week, I miss like how you knew me and you knew to not
Like the history behind
yeah,
it,
like
yeah.
all the history. It's like, oh, like whatever. Where like guys breaking up with the girls, I feel like if a guy breaks up with a girl, it's either because he's treating her poorly to get rid of her, and she's not catching the
She's
hint.
not she's not catching the drift.
So then, because like we stay around way too
No,
long.
yeah, like I
And then
it's
he's like, no, I tried to get rid of you. I've been trying to get rid of you for 6 months. You're not coming back.
it's very strange that like because due to like history and time, girls are willing to get back with a dude, while dudes are willing to stay in like terrible toxic relationships for the same reason. Like dudes will literally sit there, take like verbal abuse, just like they're not happy whatsoever, just because they've been with the person so long, and a girl is willing to come back for the same reason. Like I've been talking to you for so long, even though I left you,
Yeah.
I still want to come back. And I don't know. I think like I don't know. I just don't think like because all you're doing when you spin the block back, you're basically saying that person was right. Like if you left me for like a value or opinion that I had, like let's bring up that kids thing. If you give me some pussy after you left because of that reason, that means like I was right, and like you basically giving up on what you said because you want some D, bro. That's
I specifically with that example, I feel like I disagree. Just because like, okay, like I spin the block. I'm not saying that I don't want kids anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like I know you're not gonna give them to me, but you're gonna
you-
you're gonna put out tonight, so I'm coming back.
keep
for
it
that.
a band, bro. Keep it a bean. Have you ever been talking to a dude,
Okay.
and while in the midst of talking to that dude, you span the block,
On somebody else?
like on an ex?
On it, yeah.
Brothers, brothers, understand this, man. If she talks to you about an ex that she's dealing with, that she's dealt with while talking to
Run.
you, just know that that man is
They're not
still getting
done.
behind her,
Yeah.
bro. It's not done. Because the thing I've realized is like when a girl is truly done with somebody, she's indifferent about them. Like
Yeah.
she
Oh,
does not
definitely.
speak about them like they're out of her mind.
They just don't bring them up. Yeah.
Whether she's talking about them in a nice or a bad way, if she's still talking about somebody from her past, if that dude hits her up at 2 a.m. like bring your ass over here, she's skipping into his apartment, bro, or his
That
house. Like
video.
there's no man.
Yeah, because like I had said this earlier. How many times has someone said like a girl said like I hate you, and then 20 minutes later you're in bed? Like if you're saying like God I hate my ex, like blah blah blah. Not saying that's how everybody is, because sometimes like there are some shitty exes.
What
Like
what
whatever,
what do
but
you think is the correct way? Like give your opinion, give your advice to the ladies out there. What is the correct way for a girl to break up with her man? Should she do like the 6 month method, where like she emotionally detaches, or should she like just rip off the band and like, hey, I ain't feeling this, I'm out of it.
um I don't know. It depends on the situation, but like I feel like the 6 month method isn't like the best, because obviously you're not in a great situation, and are you like I try to be better about talking. It's not the best. I don't know. I feel like that's something that everybody needs to work on. Like if you're not happy in a relationship, you should talk. You should have that conversation. And if they're not willing to, like on the kids thing, not saying it has to be that big, but like if they're not willing to either compromise or even have that conversation, then you should probably just leave now. Like rip the band-aid off and walk away.
What are some things that you think that men should be willing to compromise in a relationship to avoid a breakup? Like give me like your top two things that like you wish men like would just be like, just be like, you know what, I'll fold, I'll do it.
Do you know my first answer already?
I want you to tell me.
Monogamy. You already knew it. You knew it. Yeah. I feel like that should be one. But,
Okay, go second
like,
one.
I feel like that should be a big one. Like, okay.
No, it's your opinion. Go ahead. Yeah, what's your second one?
That's I don't know.
Okay? Let's
That's
just.
like the biggest.
You
Yeah.
think monogamy should be something that dudes should be like, you know what? I'm just gonna fold and not. I'll acquiesce you and just be with you and you only. Why do you think dudes should?
I feel like it shouldn't be like a. It shouldn't be like a fine. Like I like you. Like fine, I'll just be with you. Because then they're gonna be sitting there like.
But that's what
What
you
about her
basically.
and her and her?
That's
I know,
what you
but
just asked
no,
for.
but like it should. But it should be a compromise. Like it should be like I want to be just with you. Like I want to make you happy. So like you being happy, or like you knowing that I'm only talking to you or only thinking about you. Like,
What if a dude said, "I'll be monogamous to you for 5 years. For 1 year, I'm just gonna wild out, and then the next 5 years, I'll be monogamous." You
a
think
whole
that?
year? I know.
Like,
I
like,
get
do you think that'd be like a fair
Do you know how many
compromise?
kids you can have in a year? Like that's the first thing. That's the first. Like, because imagine like, damn, you gave me a whole year and I have 3 girls pregnant. Like, sorry.
Because I think when girls say like, they don't understand how long time is. When you say you want monogamy, you're basically saying, hey, for the next 30, 40 years of your life, you see this coochie, there's only one. It's like, I don't think girls understand, like, as a man. I understand that there's some loyal monogamous men out there that, like, their girl's the only one that they see. But I don't think they understand how, like, hard it is. Like, just see it from a dude's perspective. Do you know how hard it is being a dude where a girl, where you see an attractive girl and she likes you? You already got a girl, but and another girl likes you. Do you understand how difficult? You're used to that all the time. Like 100 dudes sending them pictures and stuff all around. Do you know how hard? Do you know what a dude feels like when a girl that's not his girl touches his shoulder or is smiling at him or flirt? I'm telling you, the amount of. I think girls need to, like, if you do get a monogamous dude, you better treat that dude like a king, because you have no idea how hard it is for dudes to, like, when the opportunity presents itself, because most dudes are only as loyal as their options. So, like, I think more women, if you do have a monogamous dude, you need to treat that dude like a king, because you have no idea the amount of mental gymnastics that man has to put his brain through to not do something with that girl, bro.
I think girls don't realize that, or like believe it or understand it, because guys don't talk. Like I would never know that if like I wouldn't have
that's
talked
true.
to no guy that's trying to hit is gonna be like, there's no way I'm just gonna be able to look at you. No, you're gonna lie and
Because
be
yeah,
like,
because
yeah.
because I think most dudes understand to a little bit level, right? That the best way to get a girl is to get her comfortable.
Oh,
And telling her
100.
stuff to her face is gonna make her a little uncomfortable. It's not gonna it's not gonna help you, bro. Telling a
Yeah.
girl like, you know what, I'm gonna do you and all your friends,
I
and
got
you know you're
I
gonna
got
do
a
about
lineup for the rest of the week
yeah,
too.
like that doesn't help your case, man.
No,
So
yeah. But like guy friends, like I realize the whole like guy friend
yeah,
situation, whatever. But
yeah.
like guy friends or brothers, I feel like brothers should be like, hey, here's the tea. Like,
Do you
this is what's
think
happening.
dudes should be more honest with girls? When it because like there's some things I feel like dudes like kind of keep to themselves, like
Hmm.
honest reasons why they want to break up with a girl, like she might have too many guy friends, she might go out too much, something like that. Do you think dudes should be honest with those things, or do you think those things are like kind of insecure, like just keep it being?
I feel like it depends on the things, but like if you're trying to stay with her and not actually break up with her, I feel like it should be a little softer,
Like do you think
but
like
also very like honest. Does
yeah,
that make sense?
do,
Like
do you
not just
think it's
like
a petty reason for a dude to break up with a girl, like if she goes out too much?
I feel like it's petty if you don't have the conversation like
If
why do you go out? Or like how about like we compromise and like instead of you going out this weekend like let's just hang out or like have you tried staying like I don't know.
so you
Like
believe like
talking
it
about it
comes
first.
down to like communication and
Yeah,
stuff.
if you're just like you go out too much, bye. It's like okay. You never even told me that it was a big deal. But then
But keep it a band. You've
yeah.
definitely broken up with a dude without communicating the reason why. You definitely just cut off a dude. He's sitting there
And
like,
not
what?
broken up with, but like yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You
cut him
just
off,
stopped
yeah.
talking to a dude for that reason.
For that reason, for him going out
No,
too
like
much.
just
Oh,
like you've had like reasons in your head or made assumptions
oh
for it,
yeah.
and then you just like kind of leave the dude high and dry.
Mostly because it's like it's not worth the argument. Because how you know how guys are like, oh, like trying to get with you, whatever. They're talking all this like game that they think it is, and you're like, no, like, and then they're like, no, be honest with me, like why? And you're like, you're ugly, or you like, I just don't like you. I just don't like you. Like, there's a reason. I just don't have a reason, and then they'll pull out like well, you're ugly and you don't even have fat ass and blah blah blah. Like they're just assholes. Like I had one guy tell me that my nephew was my kid. I was lying
What
to
the hell?
everybody because I straight up was like, I don't think this is gonna work out. Like not really feeling the vibe, whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, thanks for being honest. 2 hours later, he snaps me and he's like. He's like, I bet that's actually your kid and you're just lying to everybody and it's your sister. Like, your sister's just raising your kid. And I'm like, okay, sounds good, dude.
What the
Like,
hell?
they just come back. So it's just easier to leave them high and dry.
Oh man. All in all, y'all, man, y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. This was a beautiful conversation with Brooke, man. And once again, come to the ninth floor so y'all can learn game the right way. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.